Hello guys and welcome in. Some of you might be thinking that you hit the wrong video, but rest assured, this is actually a new video where we are going to be covering some new areas I found for Solstice Plan farming. These were recommended from you guys. Shout out to Cal Shearshoy for the comment on my original video, and also a little exploration myself. We're going to be covering two different areas in this video, the first being the one pointed out by Cal, which is locked behind a quest, so I'll be showing you where to go for that and how far in the quest you need to proceed. And then we're also going to cover a zone for those of you who are a little more adventurous, or maybe just something to keep your eye out for while you're there anyway. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first spot is going to be for those that just want some low-key farming at the Broken Light Temple. This is going to be just north of the northernmost way shrine. And you can take a better route than I did. Jumped off a couple cliffs on the way there, but it's fine, we made it there. Once there, you're going to talk to this high priestess, rummage through a few piles of dirt to find the pretty crystal that she wanted. And then once you have this will give you access to the tool that allows you to walk across this broken walkway and into the loot-filled area. This place is exactly what I was looking for in my earlier excursions. Has tons of urns with no NPCs. And the best part is you can reset it just by walking back out that door and back in and loot to your little heart's content. In my initial test of this, I didn't end up getting any Solstice plans specifically, but I did end up finding one purple base game plan. And again, you're seeing these research portfolios pop up. If you don't already have it, make sure you either have the companion Xander out or you have his passive unlocked so that you're getting these research portfolios. And there's that purple plan. It's definitely worth it because it's just bonus loot that either is treasures you can sell for straight up gold, treasure maps, you can even get surveys, so some pretty valuable items, or other DLC zone furnishing plans from the research portfolios. On this location, I did attempt to continue the quest and go into some of the other areas, but there were angry NPCs. So I would recommend you don't need to progress any further in the quest line. You can just keep looping this one area and get plenty of urns. Now the second location is going to be for those of you who are a little more adventurous. It's going to be the new trial Ossian Cage. This trial is chock full of urns all around the edges. You're going to find them on these platforms, and there's typically going to be 2 urns, a trunk, and mainly I would recommend as you're progressing through the trial, just pick up the ones that are convenient. I wouldn't recommend dawdling too far behind your group to try to loot every single one. There are so many of them, but that by the time my group progressed all the way to the end of the trial, I was already getting the every container is open and empty feature, making them unlootable for me. So just loot the ones that are convenient for you. And you might get lucky like I did. And I got a blue Tideborn furnishing plan. So you never know. You'll be looting gear, parsing your heart out, and making some bank. But with that, guys, I am going to have the last part of the video, again, be a recap of the different furnishings that you can loot. So definitely make sure to check that out if you want to see all the beautiful furnishing plans that you guys can get from the new zone. This includes some beautiful seashell covered containers from large chests to small jewelry boxes, along with some other tall and short containers, along with a new cool looking backpack that are themed with that coastal vibe. I also love the floor coverings. We got large rugs, small rugs that are nature but yet vibrant colors. We also have cabinets, new vases, along with little statues with driftwood. And I love the detail etch work on the different wood furnishings. And also up here we have two of the different potted plants that are conch shell based. So there's one with a flower and one without a flower. One little detail on these shelves, I love the little dangly strings coming off one of the shelves. We also got variety of seating and beds, a mirror, everything keeping with that etched wood and reed aesthetic. We got some different wall art. Here on this shelf, it's displaying a couple of the different lighting options. These are the ones that'll sit on counters. We got coral-based ones, both with candles and just glowing themselves. Next, on some of the tables, I've displayed some of the different food and knickknack items. We have piles of melons, lychee fruits, couple different geometric shaped platters, and also some of these platters with filled food items, all of the island or coastal variety, along with some pitchers and pots and placemats. And also, I didn't note it over there, there's ground lamps that are glowing coral, which will be great for lighting up some outdoor areas. And along with lighting, we have hanging lamps, both large, like the one on the right, or small, like the one on the left, that are coral with green spherical light elements. And then for the more high elf aesthetic, we have a potted plant, a table, a game. We also have a water spigot, which I see a lot of housing people going to utilize the heck out of that piece. And then I love these three carved little statuettes. And at the color on the turtle and the little lizard on the right are just going to be great accent pieces. We also have three different fireplaces, furnaces type things. I see housing people getting very creative with those. And here we have some of the painting items that are going to be available to craft. We have a mortar and pestle along with different pigment paints, along with a blank canvas for artists to set up, along with three different totems. But yeah, there's a good variety, a mix from you got that Argonian aesthetic to high elf aesthetic to a little blend of in between with some of these pieces. And I look forward to seeing how housing enthusiasts utilize some of these pieces. But let me know in the comments below, which pieces are your favorite? I know I'm very biased to those shell covered chests. There is some interesting food and furniture in this particular collection that I think people are really gonna like. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to throw a like. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing so that you stay up to date on the next content as soon as it goes live. And if you want to hang out with us some more, we're over on Twitch multiple times a week. You can catch us over there at SavySnapdragon. Nothing else, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!